Have you ever woken up from a dream where someone you loved, but who is no longer with us, visited you? It felt so real, like they were right there beside you, speaking to your heart. Could this be just a random occurrence, or is there something deeper behind it, something you're meant to pay attention to? Dreams like these often carry more than memories. They might be showing you unresolved emotions, spiritual guidance, or a chance for closure. Don't ignore these moments. They could hold the key to healing, understanding, and finding peace. Life is full of mysteries, and perhaps one of the most powerful experiences we can have is dreaming of those who have passed on. These dreams are not to be taken lightly. They hold significant meaning, not only in the emotional realm, but also in the spiritual and psychological dimensions of our lives. When you dream about someone who has died, it can stir a whirlwind of emotions, sorrow, confusion, or even comfort. But beyond these initial feelings, there is often a deeper reason why this dream has occurred. Dreams are windows into our subconscious, and they can reveal what lies beneath the surface of our conscious mind. Firstly, these dreams may be your heart's way of continuing to process grief. Grief doesn't always end with the funeral or the passage of time. Sometimes our emotions need an outlet, and dreaming of a deceased loved one allows our minds to heal piece by piece. The dream may symbolize unfinished business, a conversation that never took place, or even unspoken forgiveness. This is your mind telling you that it's time to address what was left unsaid. But there is more. Many people believe that when we dream of someone who has died, we are receiving a message from the spiritual realm. Whether you believe in a higher power or simply in the wisdom of your own intuition, these dreams may serve as a form of guidance. Perhaps the person you dream of was a source of wisdom in life, and now in death, they return to offer comfort, reassurance, or even a gentle nudge in the right direction. Don't brush it off. Sometimes it's exactly what you need to hear at that moment in your life. Moreover, dreaming of someone who has passed may also be a reflection of your own personal growth. It could symbolize that you are in the midst of a major life transition, and their presence in your dream is a reminder of the lessons they taught you, the values they instilled in you. These dreams are not mere coincidences. They are profound opportunities to reflect on who you are becoming. These dreams also serve as a reminder of the legacy that person left behind. It's a moment to pause and think about how their influence still shapes your life today. Are you living out the values they held dear? Are you making choices that would make them proud? So, don't ignore it when you dream of someone who has died. It's a chance for emotional healing, a spiritual encounter, or a reminder to stay connected to the things that truly matter. These dreams invite you to reflect, grow, and live in a way that honors the love and lessons left behind by those we've lost. In your waking hours, take time to listen to the messages within your dreams. Whether they call you to heal, to embrace change, or to carry forth a legacy, these dreams are powerful reminders that our connection to those we've lost doesn't end in death. It lives on in us. Dreams about someone who has died can be deeply emotional and mysterious. Many times they leave us with a sense of wonder and even confusion as we try to interpret their significance. These dreams should not be brushed off as random or meaningless. Instead, they often represent something more profound, an emotional connection with the departed that continues even after they are no longer with us in the physical world. Such dreams might indicate unresolved feelings, lingering memories, or the enduring influence of that person in our life. In many ways, they offer us an opportunity to reflect on the bond we had and the impact that individual still has on our soul. One of the reasons we dream about people who have passed away is that the emotional bond with them transcends death. Even though the physical body is gone, the relationship, the memories, and the influence of that person continue to live within us. The Bible speaks about the enduring nature of love in 1 Corinthians 13:8, where it says, "Love never fails." This enduring love can manifest in dreams, reminding us of the emotional depth we still hold for the person who has passed on. When someone we care about dies, the grieving process doesn't just end with the funeral. In fact, the process of mourning is complex and unfolds over time. Often we think we've moved on, only for those emotions to resurface in our dreams. This is because the bond we had with the deceased was so significant that it continues to influence our thoughts, actions, and even our dreams long after their passing. In dreams, our subconscious mind can process emotions and experiences in a way that we may not be fully conscious of during our waking hours. These dreams about a deceased loved one offer a unique outlet for the emotions that we still harbor, helping us navigate the complexities of our feelings of love, loss, and sorrow. Additionally, dreams about someone who has died can reflect unresolved emotional issues. Perhaps there were things left unsaid, conflicts left unresolved, or unexpressed feelings of love or regret. The dream could be a manifestation of the desire to reconcile those unfinished aspects of the relationship. In John 14:27, Jesus says, "Peace I leave with you." In these moments of dreaming, it may be that our mind is searching for peace and closure, or at least a way to come to terms with the relationship's complexities. If we've struggled with guilt, sorrow, or even anger related to the person's passing, these dreams can act as a safe space where those emotions are explored and processed. For many people, the emotional connection that continues after someone's death is not just a matter of memory, but also one of spiritual significance. The person's influence may still guide us, and their presence in our dreams can be seen as a reflection of that continuing influence. In a Christian context, many believe that loved ones, especially those who had a deep spiritual impact, might appear in dreams to offer guidance or encouragement from a spiritual realm. While this idea is subjective, the emotional connection is undeniable. The love we felt, the lessons we learned, and the wisdom we gained from that person don't vanish when they die. They remain a part of us, influencing our decisions, our faith, and our outlook on life. This continuing influence can also serve as a form of reassurance, especially in times of emotional turmoil. Dreaming of a loved one who has died might serve as a reminder that we are not alone, that their love still surrounds us, even if in ways we cannot see. For some, these dreams can be comforting, helping them to feel a sense of closeness to the person they have lost. as if they are receiving a spiritual reminder that love transcends the boundaries of death. When we dream of a loved one who has passed on, it may feel like a conversation between two realms, the physical and the spiritual, and that connection can be a source of profound comfort. Furthermore, dreams about the deceased often point to the idea that the emotional connection with them remains active in our lives. These dreams can serve as a reminder of the lessons and values that the person imparted to us. Whether it was a parent, sibling, friend, or mentor, their presence in our dream world highlights how their influence continues to shape who we are today. Their love, wisdom, and guidance live on through us. The Bible speaks to this in Proverbs 13:22. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. This inheritance is not only material, but also spiritual and emotional. The deceased leave behind an emotional and spiritual legacy that we carry forward in our lives. It is also important to recognize that dreams about the deceased can be our mind's way of coping with change. The emotions tied to loss are complex, and dreams can provide a space where we process feelings of transition. In life, when we lose someone, it often forces us to adjust our perspective, our habits, and our understanding of the world. In many ways, dreaming about a loved one who has passed away reflects our own personal transformation as we learn to navigate life without them physically present. The emotional connection remains, but it transforms into a different kind of presence, one that exists within us, influencing our actions and guiding our steps in a new way. Ultimately, these dreams serve as a reminder that the love and emotional bonds we have with the people we've lost do not simply disappear when they leave this earth. They are still a part of us, living within our hearts, our memories, and sometimes even our dreams. So when you dream of someone who has passed away, don't ignore it. It could be an opportunity to reconnect with their love, to process your grief, or to gain deeper spiritual insight into the impact they still have on your life. Dreams about someone who has died can be a profound part of the grieving process, offering us a space to work through unresolved emotions and pain in ways that our waking minds might struggle to do. Grief is a complex, ongoing experience that doesn't adhere to a timeline, and dreams can be one of the ways our subconscious mind seeks to heal. When you dream about someone who has passed away, your mind is often processing the different layers of grief that you might not even realize are still there. These dreams can feel incredibly real, filled with emotions that might have been buried deep within you, only to surface in the quiet of sleep. For many people, grief is a journey that involves both emotional and spiritual healing. It's easy to think that once the funeral has passed, life should get back to normal, but the reality is that grief can linger in ways we don't expect. This is why we sometimes dream about those we've lost long after they're gone. In these dreams, our subconscious mind is still dealing with the sorrow, confusion, and longing that comes with the death of someone important to us. While we may try to move on with daily life, our inner selves may be holding on to certain memories, emotions, or even unresolved issues that need to be addressed. In these moments of dreaming, the mind processes grief at its own pace, sometimes bringing emotions to the forefront that we didn't even know we were still carrying. These dreams offer us a glimpse into the heartache we still feel and can act as an opportunity to heal in ways we might not be able to while we're awake. Dreams about the deceased allow us to revisit memories, face unresolved pain, or even seek closure that we never got when they were alive. This is particularly true when the loss was sudden or if there were unresolved issues between you and the deceased. The dream may be your mind's way of giving you a chance to say goodbye, to express something you didn't get the opportunity to say, or simply to remember that person's influence on your life. Another important aspect of these dreams is the emotional depth they bring out. In our waking lives, we often suppress or push away feelings of sadness or loss, especially when we feel pressure to move on. But in our dreams, these emotions can surface without barriers, providing a unique space where our minds can deal with them in a more honest way. Dreams can act as an emotional release, offering us a safe space to experience the pain we might avoid during the day. They allow us to cry, to confront difficult emotions, or to even feel the presence of the loved one we've lost, if only for a moment. These dreams can be healing in their own right, helping us release the emotions that might otherwise stay trapped inside, prolonging our grief. Furthermore, dreams about someone who has passed away often reflect our desire for connection, something that remains even after death. The Bible speaks to this connection in Romans 8:38 through 39, "For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord." In the same way that God's love remains with us no matter what, the love we have for those who have passed continues to live on. And sometimes that connection manifests in our dreams. We dream about them because their presence in our lives was significant and their influence is still felt, even though they are no longer physically here. These dreams can also serve as a means of coming to terms with the finality of death. Death is a difficult concept to grasp, especially when it comes to someone we love deeply. In our waking moments, we may not fully comprehend that the person is gone, that we can no longer pick up the phone to call them or visit them. But in our dreams, our subconscious mind processes that finality in its own time, allowing us to gradually accept what we might not be able to fully process while awake. These dreams can act as a bridge between our emotions and our understanding, slowly helping us come to terms with the reality of loss. In some cases, people report feeling a sense of comfort after dreaming about someone who has died, almost as if the dream served as a visit or a moment of reconnection. For those who believe in the spiritual significance of dreams, this can be seen as a moment where the loved one offers reassurance, peace, or closure. Whether or not one believes in spiritual communication through dreams, the emotional comfort these dreams bring cannot be denied. The dream can be, they can serve as a reminder that while the person is gone, the love and connection shared still remain. These dreams may bring a sense of peace, knowing that even though the person has passed on, their presence is still felt in some way. Lastly, dreams about the deceased can help us continue to honor their memory and legacy. These dreams allow us to reflect on the impact that person had on our lives, reminding us of their values, their love, and the lessons they left behind. This reflection is part of the healing process and helps us carry their influence forward in our own lives. Grieving doesn't mean forgetting. It means learning how to live with the loss while still cherishing the memory of the person we love. In dreams, we continue this journey of remembrance, holding on to what was meaningful about that person's life and the mark they left on us. Dreams about someone who has died can feel deeply spiritual, often leaving us to wonder if they hold greater significance. Many believe that these dreams are not just products of our subconscious mind processing grief, but could also be messages from the spiritual realm. These dreams may offer guidance, comfort, or reassurance from a loved one who has passed away. While this is a personal belief that varies among individuals, the idea that a deceased loved one could visit us in our dreams to communicate is a common experience shared by many people across different cultures and faiths, including within Christianity. These dreams are often seen as divine or spiritual messages that help guide us through life, offering hope and a reminder of God's eternal presence. In Christianity, it is common to believe that God can use dreams to speak to us. The Bible contains many examples of God communicating through dreams, such as with Joseph in Genesis or Daniel in the Old Testament. This can offer comfort to those who dream of their loved ones who have died, as they may interpret it as a message from God or a form of spiritual guidance. In Joel 2:28, it says, "And afterward I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy, your old men will dream dreams, your young men will see visions." This verse supports the idea that dreams can be significant and that God may be using them to communicate important messages to us, including those related to our deceased loved ones. When someone we care about passes away, their influence on our lives doesn't end with their physical death. Instead, they often remain present in our thoughts, decisions, and spiritual journey. Many Christians believe that in certain moments of need, their loved ones might appear in dreams to provide comfort or direction. This could be a way for God to offer us peace in our grieving process, or to remind us that He is still with us, guiding us through the pain. Whether it's a gentle reminder to stay faithful, an encouragement to forgive, or simply a sign of reassurance that the person is resting in peace. These dreams can feel like a bridge between the physical and spiritual world. For some, dreaming about a deceased loved one may come at a time when they're struggling with a decision or experiencing emotional turmoil. The person who appears in the dream might have been someone who offered wisdom and guidance during their life, and their presence in the dream can be interpreted as a sign that they are still watching over you, helping you through life's challenges. In these instances, the dream serves as more than just a comforting memory of the person. It becomes a message of hope or encouragement. Many people wake up from these dreams feeling a sense of peace, as though they've been reassured that they are not alone and that their loved one is still with them in spirit. In the Bible, there are numerous examples of dreams being used for guidance. One well-known story is in the book of Matthew, where Joseph, the earthly father of Jesus, receives a dream instructing him to take Mary and Jesus to Egypt to protect them from King Herod's wrath. Matthew 2:13 says, "When they had gone, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. 'Get up,' he said, 'take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him.'" This story reflects how dreams can provide crucial guidance, and it's not a stretch to believe that God can use dreams about loved ones who have passed away to similarly guide us in difficult moments. There's also a belief that these dreams can be a form of spiritual comfort, offering reassurance that our loved one is at peace and is still present in some way. For many people, losing someone close can be a profoundly painful experience that leaves them searching for signs that the person is okay or that they will see them again. In these moments of vulnerability, dreaming of the deceased can be a deeply comforting experience. The dream might feel like a message from beyond, showing us that the person is happy, safe, and watching over us. It can provide closure or peace, especially if we've been struggling with unresolved grief or questions about the afterlife. In Christian teachings, there is the belief in eternal life where death is not the end, but rather the beginning of a new life with God. John 14:1-3 states, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, would I have told you that I am going there to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am." This passage emphasizes the Christian belief that after death, we are united with God in heaven. Dreaming of someone who has passed away may serve as a reminder of this promise, reassuring us that our loved ones are with God and that we will see them again in eternal life. Moreover, these dreams could symbolize a deeper connection with our faith, reminding us of the importance of staying close to God, even in times of sorrow and loss. They might be God's way of reminding us that although our loved ones are no longer physically present, their spiritual influence remains strong, guiding us toward His love and wisdom. These dreams encourage us to reflect on the values and lessons we learn from those who have passed away, encouraging us to carry their legacy forward in a way that honors both them and our faith in God's eternal plan. Ultimately, while not everyone interprets dreams as spiritual messages, for those who do, these experiences can offer a powerful source of comfort and guidance. They remind us that even in death, love endures, and that God may be speaking to us through the people we loved, using dreams to provide clarity, encouragement, and peace in moments of need. Dreams about the deceased can be a way for God to remind us that He is always with us, and through faith, we can trust that our loved ones are resting in His eternal care. Dreams about someone who has died often highlight unresolved emotional issues or unfinished business that we may still carry within our hearts. These dreams are not simply random occurrences, but can be a reflection of lingering feelings that need to be addressed even long after the person has passed away. In many cases, these dreams can be a window into emotions that were never fully expressed or dealt with during the person's lifetime, leaving us with a sense of incompletion. When we dream about a deceased loved one, it may be our subconscious mind trying to bring closure to certain aspects of the relationship that remain unresolved. One of the reasons we might dream about someone who has died is that there are things we still wish we had said or done while they were alive. Maybe there were unresolved conflicts, unspoken words of forgiveness, or expressions of love that were left unsaid. These dreams provide an opportunity to confront those feelings and perhaps reconcile with the emotional weight that we carry. The Bible teaches us about the importance of reconciliation and forgiveness, even beyond this life. In Matthew 5:23 through 24, Jesus says, "Therefore, if you are offering your gift at the altar and there remember that your brother or sister has something against you, leave your gift there in front of the altar. First go and be reconciled to them, then come and offer your gift." This verse reminds us that unresolved issues, especially those related to relationships, can weigh heavily on our spirits. When we dream about someone who has passed away, it may be a call to address the unfinished emotional business that still affects us. Unresolved guilt is another common reason for dreaming about the deceased. If we feel that we wronged someone who has died or failed to do something for them while they were alive, that guilt can manifest in our dreams. These dreams can be an opportunity to release that burden and seek peace.